and happy Halloweek. Welcome to another video, another Halloween special. I'm Izu if you don't know that, and today we are giving the Realm of Magic sages a makeover. And I am starting with Simeon or Simeon. I don't know which way you say it, but I would say it's Simeon, so I'll just say Simeon. Also, I just got home from work, and that is basically the time for Nemo to run wild and want to play. And I really need to get this video done. So if you hear him yowling in the background, he's going crazy, running around the house and yodeling. So yeah, apologies for that. But let's get into the business. So as I said, I'm making over Simeon first. He is the sage for practical magic, and he was probably the hardest of these guys to make over because his design is a little bit boring. I can't help but say that. And as much as I wanted to make them cool looking and all that, I kind of also wanted to make them over in their existing style. Like, I didn't want to make them completely different. Like, I mean, I did make, especially Simeon, very different. But I didn't want them to be unrecognizable complete. Well, again, I feel like he's the most unrecognizable of all of them. But yeah, anyways, what I'm trying to make is that I could have gone all out and super fantasy, super wild, but I kind of wanted to stay within the kind of school aesthetic. Like, I imagine them to be still teaching in this magic school and be like, I don't know, professors there and kind of in this modern world. Like, I designed them in a way that would make sense for me to just plop them in Realm of Magic, like the realm, like the school, in any of my save files, and they'd be fine there. And also, I didn't have time to make a full-on CC shop for a lot of these items because, as we have probably all established by now, finding specific stuff for male frames in The Sims is super hard. Not many people make CC, and even EA, that's a running kind of issue where they just don't give male framed clothing to us a lot. Like, every time a pack comes out, there's like 5 tops, 3 bottoms, and several dresses for the female rig, but then like 1 shirt and 1 pants for a male frame. And I'm not meaning this in like gender terms, I'm just talking about the frame of sim, because still when you do make a sim, you choose male or female. So without getting too political, I just want to make that emphasis. It has nothing to do with their gender. But anyways, I do have to say that I'm not the biggest fan of his clothes, but I didn't have anything better. I just didn't. I don't have any nature-y vibe clothing for men that is not a farmer look, and I didn't want him to look like a farmer. And then we also come to the issue of the plus-sized Sims clothes not fitting right. The one jacket, like a patchwork jacket that comes with the werewolves pack, that would have been really nice for him. However, it just didn't look right with his midsection, and that's like a problem with a lot of clothing in The Sims, because the clothing is kind of like stuck to the frame of the sim. The clothing just sit weird. It's just not a good vibe, and I wanted him to look decent. And so those were the clothes that I gave him. He kind of reminds me of every kind of this style of sim I ever make, but he has a different face. That's gonna be my defense. He looks different face-wise. I really actually like his face right now. He looks kind of like a earthly person. I don't know, like he looks well-rounded. He looks very calm and nice and kind and somebody who's close to nature and all that. Anyways, I still like him. I still want him in my game. Whenever we're playing something with Realm of Magic, I'm definitely gonna swap out my Simeon to be the sage because I really like him. Maybe by that time I'll also find some new clothes for him. And then after Simeon, I thought I would make Elle first. I don't know what Elle's name actually is. She's kind of a fierce looking sim in The Sims. Like the EA made version of her, like the original version, is quite an interesting looking sim. She has a skin tone that doesn't appear in the selection of skin tones, so it's like pure white. She has pink hair, pink eyes, very dark eyebrows. She has this kind of like cyber gothic vibe with a little hint of drag queen energy to her. Like not properly, but like a little bit. And I love that about her. But I don't know, I wanted to do something a little bit different with her this time. And with a little bit of tweaking of her face, and then I gave her a different skin tone, because I just find that whenever I'm making Sims, if they're super white, it's hard to look at them, because like they just don't have any definition at all. So I gave her another like more human looking skin tone, but kept it very light. And then I just went to town with her makeup. I had so much fun with this sim. Like I gave her a lot of makeup, all these speckled little glitter things on her cheeks, colored eyeliner, all pinks and purples and shiny things. I love her so much. I would absolutely 100% play with her. As is usually with all Sims, like this happens to me every time I make a Sim in Gas. I just want to play with them. And I really am obsessed with her eyebrows. I don't remember when I downloaded these. It's been a while since I've added any CC to my game. So it's quite not an old piece of CC, but like it's been there. But it's the first time I've used these eyebrows, and I absolutely love them. They are so cute. Yeah, basically I just tried to give her a kind of witchy, colorful vibe to her style and her makeup and everything. Like I still wanted to keep the essence of her, but then kind of upgrade it. I did go a little bit more towards like this preppy, leaning on a little bit of gothic, but then super colorful look. Kind of this like candy goth, if that makes any sense. And I really enjoyed it. I also gave her Mona's, like Mona from Genshin. I have her stockings in The Sims because somebody made the Sims 4 like version of Mona's outfit. And at one time I wanted to make Mona in Genshin, but I never got around to do that. But her stockings, like those tights, have stayed in my game for a very long time now because I just love them. They're really versatile. Not only are they good for Mona, of course, but they're very good for these kind of outfits, like witchy, cute, little colorful vibes. It's just very nice. And originally I also wanted to give her a little bit of these like little highlights, like pink highlights to her hair, that her hair would be like a little bit of like pinky purpley colors. However, I also wanted, like, something was missing from her head. Like I wanted originally a hairstyle with like buns or something, because like on top of her head we needed something there. It was just like a little bit empty, or like I needed something there, and I didn't want to add like crowns, and I don't have any bows that sit right, or headbands that look right with her hairstyle. So I ended up going with a very large witch hat, and I don't know, it very much suited the look. It suits her. It's a little bit comically big, but I think that makes it perfect for that. Like it's very dramatic, and I think that she would love that. I know she's mean in the game, but in my head she's more like mischievous than mean. Like she just wants to prank people and do these like little jokes and stuff, because she is the sage of mischief magic too. So I don't know, I think she's mischief and potions, but that's fine. I just gave her the mischief little sigil on her forehead, and I don't know, I just love her so much. Anyways, I think it is now time finally to give the final sim a little makeover. So final one being Morgyn Ember. And to be honest, out of all sims, like NPC sims that come with packs and are in the game, Morgyn is one of my favorites, and one of the few sims that are nice looking and great, dare I say, from the get-go. I didn't have to do a lot of in their face. Like I didn't do much of anything really. I made their eyes a little bit smaller because they have huge eyes. and a little bit of tweaking, but mainly I didn't do much. And I also think that because Morgyn is such an iconic sim and literally everybody had a crush on them when this pack came out, I wanted to go in a little bit of a calmer direction with them. First of all, I wanted to lean on the they, them, because now we have officially the title, like officially they are they, them, and I love that. I love that The Sims updated that, because I don't believe that Realm of Magic came out when we had this feature, like the pronouns feature. And so I wanted to give them a very androgynous style. Again, I feel like their head is kind of missing something. I love the hair that I gave them, but there's just something missing. But I didn't want to give them another witch hat. I think that was a bit too much. So I just gave them the hair and that's it. But I don't know. There's something missing. So I need to go hunt down something. Just something. You know when you feel like you're missing something, but you don't know what? That's what I'm feeling. Like I just need something there. I just have no idea what that something is. Anyways, the issue Sims has with being able to choose the style for any sim frame is that a lot of, or not a lot, mostly all clothes don't sit right for the opposite style sim. Like if you have a quote-unquote male sim, you kind of have to use male clothing, like the style is masculine. The style doesn't have to be masculine, but like tagged as masculine, because the clothes don't fit right. There are some exceptions, but usually they just won't sit right. The feminine styled necklaces are too short, like they don't go fully around the neck, and the shirts have this kind of shadow around the chest area. Even if the sim doesn't have a chest, like they don't have boobs or anything, there's still like weird shading, and there's just no escaping that. Like it's just not how this game works. And for that reason, I decided to go for the quote-unquote male clothing. I fortunately did find this shirt, which is like the corseted little shirt, and I did also find a little accessory shirt that I could put underneath it, because the shirt is very open and I thought it felt a little too open. I don't know, it felt a bit too bare. I could have gone with a very elaborate necklace, but I chose not to. I decided to do a shirt. I thought it looked very nice. And then I just went with black pants and the same boots that they actually, I think, wear. I'm pretty sure that they wear the same boots, but I have a CC version that makes the boots a little less chunky because they're huge in The Sims, of course. And as simple as the outfit is, I really like it. I think it's very cool. It's very fashion forward. I like it a lot. It's quite calm and a little less dramatic than maybe their style could be. I don't know. But then again, they also wear just a jacket and a jumper. The pre-made sim in the game, when you haven't done anything to them, they just wear a jumper and a long jacket, and I really like that style. I really think it suits them the best, probably, but I wanted to do something different for my sim, and I'm happy with this one. I don't know, I was struggling with them, honestly, I was, but I'm still really happy with them, and I hope you are too. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you're doing amazingly. I hope your day has gone or is going great. If you did enjoy this, please give it a thumbs up, especially for the Halloween spirit. And if you want to see more of my videos, I have a channel full of them, so you can go ahead and check them out. And you can also subscribe and click the bell icon if you want to see me in the future and not get lost in the bit universe of YouTube. I hope you're having a wonderful Halloween week or whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!